fly now. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Bend on, keeping my head strong. My dog, I ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't getting money, been Frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip.
It's week 17 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Ravens and the Eagles, and it comes your way next.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Hey, middle.
Play action. It's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after it right out of the gate.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long.
Middle.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, just shy of 140 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Pop a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd down and 1. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
63.
Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. With the football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. And now the 1,400-yard mark eclipsed, a touchdown on that last drive. He's put together such a solid season. We always talk about 1,000-yard campaigns and 2,000 so elusive, but 1,500, that's a nice total to aim toward, too.
It really is, because when you get to that type of a number, you know those guys up front have done yeoman duty, right? And what we don't give them enough credit for is not just the initial blocks that they make. It's that 2nd and 3rd block. Sometimes you get the combination blocks where you're running the power game. But how about the linemen who can get their block on the line of scrimmage and climb to the 2nd and the 3rd level and get linebackers and defensive backs downfield to gain additional yardage.
And they have done that to perfection. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Give that sack to the Kobe Dean.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. After the interception, here's Jackson. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he will have a Ravens first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
63, 63, 63.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd
Hurts.
and 8.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hands it off out of the gun. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 43 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Eagles 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
At the 35-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 77 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's up to the 18. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Throwing is Hurts. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
It's taken to the 26. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 16-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
86 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Yo.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Hey, Ozzy, shut up.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, middle. Support.
Now it's Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.